For those who fought in the Battle of Britain, it was a battle for survival. For the free world, it was a breathless moment in history. For failure would have plunged mankind into a new dark age. Never have so many owed so much to so few.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Tonight I'm doing Spitfire issue 35 and 36. I'm going to start with my co-hosts. Hey, Bobby.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Build with Adrian's channel tonight. And he's going to be doing the Mark 1 Spitfire build 35 and 36, and we're looking forward to it. We are.
And next one.
Spitfire tonight. Looking forward to it. I haven't received my issues of these issues of Spitfire yet, so I'm still waiting. So yeah, hopefully it'll be a good one, and I can see what's coming.
And finally, Gordy Dave.
This is your 2 series. This is good. Spitfire tonight. This is going to be a cracking build, so enjoy.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So I think the order tonight is that Adrian's going to build. Max Mods is going to do the chat, and Geordie Dave and myself are going to be reading instructions, and Adrian's going to be putting things on screen as well, aren't you?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do the first bits of the chat then. So we have Justin Summerfield. Hi, Adrian. Hi, all. Did you use Loctite on the screws on the wing?
Hello, Justin.
No, I did not.
Okay. We've got Dave's Hobbies. Hello, friends and fellow builders. Hope you are all keeping safe.
Hello.
We've got Dano Builds. Hello, everyone. Looking forward to these issues. Should be a good one tonight.
Hello, Dano.
Yeah.
And we've got Warren James. Hi, all. Hope everyone is safe and well.
Hi, Warren.
We've got Penny's Pit Stop. Adrian is going to be busy tonight, as the title reads issues 35 to 346.
Hi, Penny.
Oh no!
She's probably picked up an error, probably.
Right. P40F20 says hi, all. Looking forward to this.
Happy 40F20.
P40F20 says at Justin Summerfield, do not use Loctite on any screws going into plastic. Loctite is only for screws going into metal.
That's correct.
Of course.
And we've got John's model making. Evening all. Looking forward to this evening's build.
Evening, John.
And that's the chat.
Really?
Okay.
Okay. Issue 35. The motor for the landing gear. It's a really long issue, this one, mind you.
Oh, heck.
When you're ready for the parts, Jack?
So I was just setting some information, that's all.
There is nobody ready.
Yeah, let me change my camera angle. So I was altering the title, and soon someone mentioned it, think, oh, right, hang on. Do that before I forget about it. Right.
Okay. Number 1, motor for landing gear.
Right. Number 1. There we go.
Number 2, cable.
That's it there.
And number 3, cable label.
Of course, that's the label there.
Right, okay. Step 1, check the connectors at the end of the cable. 2, know that one of the connectors is larger, which is circled. You will also need the cable label.
I'm just undoing the cable. I'm going to keep the cable tied because when I've probably connected it, I'll probably tie something back up again.
Adrian, your camera's really blurry.
Really blurred it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let me switch back to my other one for a moment.
Just while Adrian's doing that, P40F20, yeah, just like the Bismarck turret motors.
Right, is that better?
No, it's still blurry.
Seems okay on my end. All I'm getting is the rear mat flashing.
What are you getting, Dave?
Same. Still blurry.
Yeah.
Still blurred it.
Yeah. Wonder if you brought your hand right up to the yeah, strange that, isn't it? Very
Yeah.
strange.
A little bit better.
Seems to be pulsing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Like it's not focusing in. Ah, no. Ah, that's a bit, yeah, that's a bit better.
That's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Right. Okay. Fit the cable label 3 around the cable close to the larger connector.
Hang on a moment.
P40F20 says it looks like a white balance problem. The problem is StreamYard doesn't let us adjust the white balance.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something called letting StreamYard know. They might be to put something in for our development company, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes. Smaller type. Right, stage 2. To be honest, I reckon it wouldn't matter which way around you, as long as you get the right end.
It's just here put at the larger end.
Yeah. I am going by the image roughly, try and fold it the same way. Yes.
P40F20 says the white lines on the cutting mat are dancing. It doesn't seem to be too bad now.
Seems to
Yeah. Settled down now, isn't it?
This is going to be like a Bismarck. You're going to have all these numbers to stick into a circuit code.
Guess. Or yeah, putting a junction box circuit board, put in another long one, basically go to somewhere else.
Okay, ready for 3?
Yep.
Take the landing gear motor, fit the smaller connector on the end of the cable into the socket on the end of the motor as indicated.
Yeah, I'm going to just push it in halfway. Actually, no, I can plug this in all the way, can't I?
That's the next one.
It's the next one you don't want to push in all the way.
All right. Okay. So take the battery box 12 from 1203 and check that the batteries are in position and the switch is turned off.
Yep.
Fit the connector on the cable from the battery box into the socket on the circuit board from 1202 as shown. Fit the label connector on the cable into the socket on the circuit board 1202 as shown.
Right, I'm going to see if that's far enough.
Right, so
I did check them out earlier on.
6 is turn on a switch on the battery box and check that the motor works. After testing, switch the battery box off, disconnect the cable from the circuit board.
All right. Yeah, can you see that, Basie?
Oh, yeah.
Mine is working.
And that's the completed work. Told you it was a long one.
Oh, heck.
It says the landing gear will be connected to the motor so they can be moved up and down when you put the model through the motion of takeoff and landing.
Yes.
Dano Builders put, I think that was one of the hardest issues so far, LOL.
And now hand over to Dave for issue 35.
36.
Okay.
36.
So, yeah, 36. So, issue 36, connecting the landing gear. So, we'll wait for Adrian to catch up and then we'll have a parts check. And there's quite a few parts in this one.
Yeah, I'm just getting. Yeah, the part nearer to her and grab it easier.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I keep my wings quite high up out the way.
Yeah, don't blame you. Keeping them nice and safe.
Right.
Okay, so this is issue 36, so all the parts will start with 36. So part one is the gear casing.
Right. Guys, is that image okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the gear casing. So part two is the gear casing again.
Yeah. That's the
other
other side,
of
and that's the inner side.
Jolly good. And then part three is the cog assembly cap. Cog assembly cap. Part three.
I believe that is that one there.
Yeah, that looks like the one, Adrian. And part four is a cog. Oh, it's going to be a bit
That
bigger.
is. Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
one there.
That's the one. And part five is a shaft and cog.
Right. That one there.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's got a.
And this one's wrapped up in plastic
cog.
within the casing.
Yeah. Part six then is the landing gear connecting cable. Quite a long cable.
That is it.
Yeah, is that made of steel? Is that steel wire?
Yeah, it seems like it, yes.
Yeah. Okay, and then part seven is three 1.6 by 4mm KM screws and one spare.
Yes.
So three KM screws and one spare.
Yes.
Okay. And then part eight is 2.2 by 4 millimeter PB screws and one spare. So 9 PB screws and one spare.
Well, actually, I only got 8.
Oh heck.
So I better not lose one.
No. Mind you, they are PB screws, so you may have some more in your screw pots, have you?
Yeah, mate, do, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So then part 9, which is the final part, you have 3 1.6 by 3 millimeter PM screws and 1 spare. So that's
Yes,
3 PM screws and 1 spare.
that's correct.
Okay. So in step 1, you're going to need your motor. And it says fit the shaft on the end of motor 35-1 into the hole in the motor casing 36-2 as indicated. Note the orientation of the motor.
Right. I reckon it might be the countersunk head screws.
Okay, I don't know what screws it is because that's step 2. Okay. It's KM screws. Okay.
Sorry, before I start holding things together, I'm going to get the 2 screws ready.
Yeah, I don't blame you because they are very tiny, aren't they?
Yes. Another thing, they always get you to get your hands full.
And then they ask you to put a screw in.
Screw on the end of the screwdriver, put it in the hole.
Yeah. So if you want to go to that step of step 1 and make sure you get the orientation right of putting that in the hole.
Yes, I'm working that out now. Right, yes, because in the image you've got that dimple on the right hand side and the socket on the circuit board is away from you.
Yes, that's correct. So, okay, step 2 then, Adrian, is turn the assembly over, keeping the motor 35-1 in position, fixed in place with 2 AM 1.6 by 4 millimeter screws as indicated.
Right, got that one in so far. Load up this other one.
Looks like it's quite intricate work, this one.
Yes. Okay, I'm happy with the tightness of those screws.
Jolly good. So we're moving on to step 3 now then, Adrian, and that's take the landing gear connect-in cable 6 and fit it into the slot in the cog part 4 as indicated.
Right, and I don't get what I'm roughly going to do is take both parts there. Actually, I'll do that one after before I've pushed on the other end on it.
Okay. So that's all it's asked you to do. And then in step 4, it says the cap 3 fits into the cog section 4 to hold the cable 6 in place. There is no need to apply any glue as the cap will be held in place when positioned in the casing. See step 6. Do not apply any glue this cable. 6.
Right, okay, and that's a large hole for that dig side through at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. All looks rather complicated, but I do know how it works now by looking at that.
Right, step 5.
Okay, step 5. Take the shaft and cog 5 and fit it over the end of the shaft of the motor 1. The flattened side of the shaft on the motor should be aligned with the shaped hole in the end.
Right, so I'm just going to get a couple of screws ready.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Because I'm reckoning, yes, we're going.
Not for a little while, but they're going to be PB screws, I think. Adrian, is that right?
Yeah,
PB.
yeah, I reckon so.
Yeah.
Because I reckon I'm going to have my hands full.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. So the squared end goes over the squared end of the motor.
Yes, that's on there nicely.
And then step 6. Step 6 is take the cog and cable assembly from step 4. Fit the pegs on the ends of parts 4 and 3 into the recesses in the casting 2, as indicated. At the same time, the teeth on the cog on part 4 interlock with the spiral cog on part 5.
Right. Well, actually, by the time I get the other part on, that should be fixed next door to that next cog.
Yeah, that all looks good to me so far, Adrian. So
Yep.
step 7 then. Step 7 is fit the gear case in 1 over the gear assembly. The shaft on the cog 5 fits into the hole in the casing circled in blue. The screw socket. Oh yes, the screw sockets in part 2 align with the holes in part 1 as indicated. It just fits over the top nicely and encases it all in there.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, and then we'll need to go to step 8. Well, you've got it like that, I think.
So I'm trying to get that cog. Right, okay, got that in there.
Okay. Are you happy?
Yes, I'm happy now.
Okay, so step 8 then is fix the 2 gear casings, 2 and 1, together with 4 PB screws.
We've got Fleetwood J, and he says, "Hi all, hope everyone is okay, and good luck with your build, Adrian."
Hi Fleetwood J, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Fleetwood J. Right, I'm just going through and putting them in so far. comes down tight. Right, they're all nicely tightly done up.
Okay. Jolly good. So now it starts getting really interesting, Adrian. It's on step 9. And step 9 is take the engine and wing assembly on the stand from issue 34. Fit the gear casing and motor assembly centrally so that the 4 socket arms on part 1 fit over the raised screw sockets on part 23-1 and 25-1.
Right.
Whoa. Okay. So when we see that, we're in awe of all the bits and pieces that's been done so far, Adrian. It's fabulous.
Yes. All right. So I'm just working out which end it is. So it's.
Yeah, it appears to be over that triangle bit. Yeah,
Yes, so it's those two there and those two there.
Those two there, yes. And I think it's the other way around. Oh, you've got it the right way.
No, I reckon probably something gets probably screwed into that one there, probably.
Yeah, you've got it the right way. So I haven't seen it very well in the magazine, but yeah, that's all for that is on the left. Right, so step 10. Step 10 is fix the casing in place with 4 PB screws. And it says tip, in the next 2 steps, the landing gear connecting cable is fitted. This is a tight fit. Temporarily raise the left wheel assembly so that a slightly longer length of cable is available when fitting the end of it to part 29.4.
Tight fit.
Yeah.
To me, I got plenty of cable.
Yeah.
But I might lift up the landing gear actually then to push it down because, well, one end's there and the other end's there.
Yeah.
That's still got plenty of cable roughly to get that one in.
Yeah.
Or if I do the one on the right, I got plenty of cable there to actually try and slot it into it.
Yeah.
They're probably just saying that just in case. If
Probably.
you never know, 1 in a million might be.
Got a bit of chat. Matthew Barham says, the propeller on my Spitfire has broken. How can I fix it?
Okay.
My advice would be you need to contact Harshet and get another issue 1.
Yes, you do. Yeah. Yeah, that's my advice too, Mark.
There's no way of fixing that propeller with like glue or something because with it spinning, it's going to be putting a lot of stress on it. So it's another issue 1.
Yeah.
And cover other issues as well, you might find. Well, it depends how far you have gone. to me, when they started doing the propeller without a stand, this wooden framework, it would have been nice if we had the little stand
Yeah.
had underneath the engine, where at the beginning, and it said in the instructions, keep the stand safe and carefully, because you'll need it later, because we'll add more framework to it for the wings.
That's correct. Yeah.
Right, those 4 screws are in.
Okay. So I think we're on to step 11 now. And step 11 is identify the landing gear attachment 4 on the left wing. Flip the end of the landing gear connecting cable 6 between the jaws of part 4, left arrow. You may find it helpful to use tweezers. Fit a PM screw through the holes in part 4 to hold the cable in place below.
So I'm going to try and use a rubber band to keep the wheel up while I try and gauge.
I was going to say it's going to be difficult for us to see as well because you're working in like the bits and pieces of the build, aren't you? So, but yeah, that's a good idea, Adrian.
I'll just catch up with chat.
Okay.
So Penny's Pit Stop says, how is it broken? Matthew, oh, right, yeah, P40F20 says, Harshette should have made the prop to go on last. That just makes sense, P40F20.
Yeah.
Matthew Bond says, or I could do the whole front part again, improve on the first time I have unopened issue 5.
Okay.
We've got Christine say, hi everyone.
Hello, darling.
Hi, Christine.
We've got Yorkshire Crafter, hello everyone.
Hello, Julie.
And then Matthew Borum, the blade has broken, Penny.
Okay.
Right, that's slot in there. Going to get the screw out.
P40F20 said a piece of tape would be easier.
Oh.
Funny you should say that, P40F20, because just before this live stream, I was doing that exactly to my Spitfire because them wheels been in the way.
Yeah.
And Matthew Borum says, there's someone where I live doesn't like me. You're all my friends, aren't you?
Of course we are, Matthew.
And Penny's Pit Stop says, okay, I wondered if the cogs had stripped like mine. I've just left mine.
Okay.
Well, yes, it depends what part it broken.
Yeah, but as Matthew said, if the propeller's broke, then you know it's no good gluing it. You'll have to get a new section 1, won't you?
Mm. That's what I'd be doing.
Yeah.
Right, that side is engaged and screwed in.
Jolly good. Well done, Adrian. So we're on to step 12 then. And we're motoring through this. And it says in step 12, in the same way, fit the other end of the landing gear, connecting cable 6 into part 4 on the right wing, fixed in place with a PM 3mm screw.
Right.
While Adrian's doing that, I've got more chat. P40F20 says, mind your prop, Adrian.
Yeah.
And Penny's Pit Stop says, I know what you mean, Matthew. I had a friend near me, but he has just turned his back on me now.
It's surprising they didn't actually tell us, like, take 5mm and bend these cables roughly the same way.
Yeah.
Looks like bicycle cable to me.
Yeah, it does to me as well.
But you might find it's a lot thinner.
Yeah. Now that reminds me of a song, does that?
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Again, Matthew Barham says, I'll order issues 1 to 4 and issue 6 for Christmas.
Yeah, good on you, Matthew. Yeah, I would do that. And safest bet rather than trying to glue your prop, because as has been said, it's quite possible that it might come off if you glue it. So it's safer to have it properly on there. And then by having a new issue one, if your cogs are stripped inside, you'll have new cogs as well. So yes, that's very, very good advice.
Don't just order them, ring them up and complain they're damaged.
Yes, that's a good idea. Ring them up and complain that they are damaged, and then bicycle cable. Yeah, it reminded me of a song, Mark.
Go on.
I ride my bike by your window last night. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah.
I ain't got a brand new combine officers. I'll give you the keys.
Oh, come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony.
It reminds me of...
done up.
Oh, you should have sung there, Walkman. You should have said, I got 40 acres and you got 42. Gotta keep it going, Walk.
Right. No. Next step is
Okay. And then, okay, so that's an Adrian. So in the next step, which is the final step, it says it's completed work, but it says do not be tempted to test the motor at this stage, as you could damage the connecting cable. Okay, and it's completed work. The motor, cogs and connecting cable for the landing gear have been fitted to the wing assembly. Well done, Adrian.
Right, as you can see, I'm trying to tie up the cable so it's out of the way a bit more. I won't get in my way.
That's a good idea.
Where's your engine cable tucked? Your propeller cable?
There.
Yes.
So I reckon we might get an extension for that one.
Just catch up on chat. Penny's Pit Stop says, what's this song, Dave? My bicycle cable's too thin.
Don't know.
Fleetwood J says, looks fiddly, Adrian. Can't be as hard as the camper parts. Penny's Pit Stop says, the second line goes, I only found out when I was going down a really steep hill. Matthew Borean says, I'll be ordering those magazines from eBay. I also need to order X-Wing issues 1 and 18.
Okay.
Dan O'Bill says, now you just need to get yourself on the X Factor.
No, thanks.
P4Chef20 says, nice work, Adrian.
Yeah,
Thank
nice
you.
work. So, and then we've got on the screen, we've got next week's issues, set of parts in issue 37. That is the upper and lower panels for the first aileron, together with hinges and screws. So there we go. That's your next week's part.
Yes. Looking for that could be. Question is, will it be glued together or just push it together? That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Penny's Pit Stop says, Matthew, drop me a buzz as I have some duplicate issues you can have. Got to be cheaper than eBay. And John's model making is you need the electronics PCB now to operate everything.
Yeah.
I think I know we're saying about the prop and everything like that being issue 1, but you always find when part works are starting up, they always want to dangle something really nice in your face, so you buy the issues. So, bit like the Spitfire with the prop, Ecto 1 was the bonnet, the hood. That I'm on 40 on them, still not put that on. Route Master was front grille, wasn't it?
Yeah, front grille, yeah.
Yeah, DeLorean is the back of the DeLorean, the famous rear end. Terminator was the eyes. So they just tend to sort of dangle something nice in front of you. Come on, buy that.
Yeah. I say they should give us part of the engine, right? Sounds from the engine, then work on the wings. When you got the stand, right? Okay, now let's finish assembling the prop.
Yeah.
Onto the engine and fitting the engine.
Yeah.
And that way you can add the stand now.
Yeah. Ecto 1 was front canopy. So, not Ecto 1, X-Wing was the canopy. I still haven't put that on the thing. So, yeah, they just tend to do that with you.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Quite a bit chat's coming.
Yeah. So, let's have a look. Right. P40F20 says my issues 35 and 38 arrive tomorrow.
Okay.
Matthew Bourne says 1 to 13 minus issue 5 penny. Penny Pixel says next week's issues have caused a big debate on Facebook.
Yeah.
Well, Warren James, I am away to watch. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
Okay.
Penny's Picktop says Ecto bonnet, Route Master bonnet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes.
Penny's Pit Stop says the Harley was a tyre.
Yeah.
Penny's Pit Stop says at least with the Spitfire you use the parts from issue 1 fairly quickly, unlike the Route Master and Ecto 1. Yeah. How long did we hold on to them rear steps for the Route Master?
Well, it's like the Route Master bonnet was issue 64, wasn't it? Before that went on.
Penny's Pit Stops. In fact, I'm still waiting to install the Fiat bonnet. Yeah. And Matthew Boring, X-Wing was canopy, frame, R2-D2's dome, and start to the first laser cannon. So yeah, that's what they do. They want to give you something nice and juicy, but then you don't use 60 odd issues.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, well done, Adrian, because it was quite a complicated build, I think, for that second half.
Yeah.
And of course, like in issue R2-D2 for issue 2, you get part of the outer leg and you have that sticking around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all I always say, store the parts away well.
R2-D2, you got a lens and you kept out with the end and you cleaned it. Remember?
Yeah. I mean, when I get if I've got a part I know I'm not going to use for a while, I always make sure I can either put it back in the blister pack it came in, or I put it in a protective bag so it doesn't get scratched or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, it's a bit like the DeLorean issue 2 was a side wing. Well, I know that is not going to go on until 60 odd or something. So again, it's in its original blister pack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that goes on way before, like the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Penny's Pit Stop says nothing more juicy than a Route Master bonnet.
Yeah.
John's model making. Agora Super Snake was the doors and front grille still not attached, and only 2 packs left to fit.
Oh, heck.
And Perry's picks up. I says I have 3 large parts from the Fiat that are wrapped in kitchen towel.
Yeah.
Oh, and we'll just got another couple. Matthew Baum says, anyone remember what the first issue of the Millennium Falcon was? First issue of Millennium Falcon was the cockpit. I remember that. Fleetwood J, the Renault 4 was bonnet. The Fiat is a sore point. Seems like Model Space have screwed up again. Oh no!
Oh no, not again.
Oh gosh!
Blimey.
That's ridiculous.
Mm.
I can't believe that.
It sounds like they lost head of the leader and basically all running around making mistakes.
Yeah, yeah.
This is why I do not deal with Model Space. I know I keep saying it, but I will not deal with them. Their customer service is terrible. The models are nice. I'll give them that. The models are superb, but it's just dealing with that company. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Penny's Pizza says the first issue of Millennium Falcon was some cannons. Oh yes, and then you start on the corridors, which you don't need for ages. Yeah, I remember that. So, yeah, I won't deal with the Model Space. It's just a lot. To tell you the truth, in March I ordered a reissue of one of the first issues because one of mine broke. Still not received it 9 months later.
Oh heck, that's not very good.
9 months, and I spent half an hour on the phone to Model Space, just them trying to get my name right.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Report return planets.
So, yeah, Model Space, no.
Man.
Right.
Okay.
Nice lot of chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kept me busy tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching and commenting in the chat. And I think I'll go backwards. And it was with Dave.
Cracking show again tonight, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to give Adrian a thumbs up and subscribe to everybody on here. Good night from me.
Thank you, Woody Dave. And next, it was Dave Hobbies.
And thanks for joining us tonight. Give Adrian a nice good thumbs up, and we'll see you on another build at another time. And take care now, and good night.
And Mark Mods.
So, thanks everybody for watching. Great issue tonight. And yeah, I'll see you on another build this week, hopefully.
And I just remember when I started, I just want to say goodbye. Can we do the YouTube schedule, please?
Oh, right, okay. So tomorrow is Chris Camplin, and he is live with his Terminator at 8 PM. Tuesday is Build with Adrian, and I believe he's doing his Terminator.
Yes.
Then on Wednesday, we've got Penny's Pit Stop and Yorkshire Crafter doing their diamond painting. That is a dual stream and is put on both their channels. And then later on, Penny's Pit Stop will be doing issue, I think it's 98 of the Route Master. Oh, might be 99, I don't know.
No, you might find it's 99 and 100.
Oh, yeah, so issue 99 and 100 of the Route Master. That's 8 o'clock, Penny's Pit Stop on Wednesday. Thursday is me at 8 o'clock on my channel. I will be doing issue 109 of the Route Master, and I'm not looking forward to it. Friday is Horlicks, and he'll be continuing on with his Terminator build. Wednesday again then is Horlicks, and he will be doing Route Master issue 105. Both of them shows are at 8 PM, I forgot to say. And then Sunday is back to me for the Build a Spitfire show. Hopefully I get my issues by then. And that'll be what Adrian's done tonight, basically. So that's 8 PM on my channel for the Spitfire show. And that's the YouTube schedule.
Right. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for joining me. And again, guys, thank you all for commenting on my channel. Don't forget, please give me a thumbs up. like and share. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please if you could. And goodbye all.
Good night.
Goodbye now.